Emmerdale heartbreak as Vinny Dingle faces abuser Mike in tense courtroom showdown. But will Gabby's arrival shatter his courage? Emmerdale has never shied away from powerful courtroom drama, but next week sees one of its most emotionally charged trials yet. Fan favorite Vinny Dingle is set to take the stand against abusive Mike, the man who manipulated, attacked, and almost destroyed him. It should be a chance for justice, for closure, and for Vinny to finally break free of his past. But soap life is never that simple. Just as Vinny gathers the strength to tell the truth, the case takes a shocking turn. The defense plan to call Gabby Thomas, Vinny's partner and the woman he desperately loves, as a witness. That revelation leaves Vinny torn between doing what's right and protecting Gabby from a truth he fears could break her heart forever. And when Gabby unexpectedly shows up at court, everything Vinny has been hiding threatens to come spilling out in the most devastating way. Vinny's secret torment. To longtime viewers, Vinny Dingle, played with raw emotion by Bradley Johnson, has always been a kind soul. A loyal son, a loving partner, and one of the quieter Dingles, he's rarely the one to go looking for trouble. But trouble seems to find him regardless. His encounter with Mike was nothing short of traumatic. Their meeting on an LGBTQ+ forum, which at first seemed to offer friendship and understanding, spiraled into something darker. Mike's manipulation, threats, and violence left Vinny humiliated and ashamed. Now, with the trial looming, Vinny knows he holds the power to finally expose Mike for what he is. Yet standing in that courtroom, face to face with his abuser, means reliving the very moments he has fought so hard to bury. As Bradley Johnson explains, Vinny's been through a massive ordeal, and any confrontation with Mike is horrendous for him. It brings back so many horrible feelings. He's scared that any minute Mike could tell Gabby everything, and his life could just be over. For Vinny, telling the truth isn't just about justice, it's about survival. But survival, in his mind, also means protecting Gabby. The Gabby dilemma. Gabby Thomas, Rosie Bentham, has had her fair share of heartbreak in the village. Betrayals, toxic relationships, family rifts, her journey has been one long roller coaster. More recently, she has been trying to rebuild her life alongside Vinny, with the hope of providing stability for herself and her young son Thomas. To Gabby, Vinny represents safety and loyalty, a man who will never let her down. But what she doesn't know is that Vinny is carrying a secret so heavy it could break them apart. When the defense announced their intention to call Gabby as a witness, Vinny panics. If she takes the stand, the truth about his encounter with Mike could come spilling out, and with it, the possibility that Gabby will see him in a different light. Desperate to shield her, Vinny lies. He tells Gabby that the case is nothing to worry about, that it's routine. But lies rarely hold up for long in Emmerdale, and his deceptions only deepen the cracks already forming in their relationship. Blackmail and betrayal. As if the courtroom pressure wasn't enough, Vinny's worst nightmare walks back into the village, Mike himself. Unapologetic and menacing as ever, Mike demands money, Gabby's money, and threatens to reveal everything if Vinny doesn't comply. Caught in an impossible bind, Vinny strikes a deal. He promises to testify on Mike's behalf, sabotaging the prosecution's case, if Mike leaves Gabby out of it. It's a dangerous gamble, one that could see a guilty man walk free, but Vinny is willing to risk it if it means protecting the woman he loves. What Mike doesn't know, however, is that Vinny has no intention of keeping his word. Deep down, he is determined to expose his abuser, even if it means losing everything in the process. Bradley Johnson teases this inner conflict. Deep down, Vinny has the courage to get Mike sent down. Part of him wants to tell the truth, to get him for all the things he's done, but then on the other side, if Gabby finds out, will she leave him? Will Thomas's adoption be off? He's really torn. Gabby's suspicions. Vinny isn't the only one struggling with secrets. Gabby herself is reeling from the aftermath of Laurel's shocking confession, that she cheated on Vinny. While Laurel urges Gabby to keep her own skeletons buried, Gabby can't shake the feeling that Vinny isn't being fully honest about the trial. When he dodges her questions, her suspicions grow. And in true soap fashion, she decides she can't sit on the sidelines any longer. Ignoring Vinny's pleas to stay away, Gabby makes a bold decision. She will crash the courtroom. The fateful day in court. As the trial begins, Vinny steels himself for the moment of truth. Every eye in the room is on him as he prepares to speak. For the first time, he has the chance to tell the world what Mike did to him, to reclaim his voice and his dignity. But just as he begins, the door opens. Gabby enters. The sight of her sends a wave of panic crashing over Vinny. All his carefully rehearsed words, all his secret plans, suddenly feel impossible. If Gabby hears the truth about Mike, He believes it will destroy her, and their future. Bradley Johnson captures Vinny's torment perfectly. If Gabby hears the full story, Vinny thinks that would be it. Vinny knows what Gabby's been through in the past, and I don't think Gabby could take one more person doing that to her. It would break her. So what does Vinny do? Does he seize the moment and tell the truth, sending Mike to prison once and for all? Or does he falter, protecting Gabby but letting justice slip through his fingers? A turning point for Vinny. Soap bosses are keeping the final outcome tightly under wraps, but one thing is clear. This storyline marks a defining chapter in Vinny's journey. No longer the quiet background Dingle, he is stepping into the spotlight, forced to make choices that will shape his future forever. The trial not only tests his courage but also his relationship with Gabby. Secrets, lies, and love are colliding in a way that threatens to blow their world apart. Fan speculation. As always, Emmerdale fans are already buzzing with theories. Will Vinny find the strength to expose Mike in front of Gabby? Will Gabby support him, or will she feel betrayed by his lies? And could this be the beginning of the end for one of the show's most promising young couples? Some viewers believe Gabby may surprise Vinny by standing by him no matter what, recognizing the depth of his trauma and the courage it takes to speak out. Others fear that the weight of betrayal could drive her away, leaving Vinny to face his demons alone. The bigger picture. This storyline is also part of Emmerdale's ongoing commitment to tackling real-world issues through drama. By showing Vinny's struggle with abuse, manipulation, and the fear of speaking out, the soap shines a light on topics that affect many but are rarely discussed openly. Bradley Johnson's performance has already drawn praise for its sensitivity and rawness. His portrayal of Vinny's vulnerability, a man caught between love and justice, resonates with anyone who has ever faced the impossible choice of truth versus protection. Conclusion. As the trial reaches its climax, all eyes are on Vinny Dingle. His testimony could send Mike down for good, finally closing the door on a painful chapter. But with Gabby watching from the gallery, Vinny faces the hardest choice of his life.